Hello everybody! The music a bit less loud. How are you doing today? Let's see. Is everything working? Wonderful. How are you guys doing today? There we go. Now we're jamming. How are you guys doing today? Anyways, I'm doing wonderful today. Today we're going to start working or continue working on a small project of mine. It's an economy plugin, sort of, in the sense of that it's more advanced than any other economy plugin. Because I know most normal other plugins you can like have shops and stuff, but I don't think that's what I wanted to do. My idea is that like you can have a full-on bloody business, import, export. As you can see, I've got custom blocks working thanks to a resource pack. Oh yeah, the plugin is called Staycraft. And so far, I want to stay today. I'm not going to work on the boat logic today. Counting something here. So we've got boats, which is very cool. I'm very happy with this. Though to be warned, I am not a pixel art designer, so this is not the best. Anyway, so today I want to work on the UI. I have a few weird problems with the UI. I can show. So give it as a paper. Custom model data colon 01003. I think. Let me see. How do I create custom model data? The good old MC Stacker. So where's the give? Paper. Let's use paper. Custom model data. We click the add button and float strings colors. What do you mean? I don't know this. I'm using the 1.20.net. Where do I select the version? Let's use that 1.20. Let's do that. And to go to where's the give? Oh, my word. Why can't I find it? Okay, there we go. Perfect. A paper. And then, there we go. 101003. Is that what it is? Yes. Copy that. Back to Minecraft. And now, I have this nonsense. It kind of works, but I feel like this is not the most appropriate thing to do. Yeah, no, I don't like. Well, as you can see, this is supposed to be like custom UI you can put in here, but I feel like it doesn't really work that well, and I've tried a lot of things and it doesn't seem to work. Yeah, so this stream or this today, in this stream, I want to try getting a simple UI system working. Because you have interactions on the block. As you can see, we've got a simple interaction here on the block of what a menu on the block. Oh yeah, the block also works. So if I place this down, I can. And if you're wondering how this works, actually kind of a lot of work. But if you go in Spectator, you see there's a armor stand inside of the block, and there's a marker. Now this marker is only temporary, so when I place down the block, oops, wrong one. Would it? Oh, there's no tick. My bad. Tick. So as you can see, if I place it down, you see the armor stand appear very quickly, and this is the reason because yeah. So when the armor stand places, the armor stand has the paper on its head, and this is offsetted. So if you go to block bench, just push this all the way down to the bottom, and this is how it lands at the bottom here. It's just a very tad bit bigger than the normal block, so it doesn't have Z clipping. So if I do this, as you can see, it clips a bit because it's just a tad bit bigger. If that makes sense. And each one is, I think, not independent, as far as I know. Yeah, and I'm using the IntelliJ. This is very fun. Yeah, so this is what I have so far. I've got the main class basically, so we don't have a lot on the main class, except for the event register. Then in the blocks, I've got a few things. Custom block. So you've got block menus for the block menu, right? Not a lot because I've not worked in the menu yet. And we've got the block listener. So this thing basically has all the event handlers inside of it. And we've got the custom block class because then I don't need to do a lot. So basically this is how it works. You've got to create and spawn, and they've got a bunch of parameters I can go later into. And then remove the entity. This is on break, so I can remove the hour hand or a marker in the radius of 0.5. And then here is just on interact. This creates the menu. Right, then in the custom block, got a bunch of things. So got the location where the block center is, the world and the tag that makes sense, in the default radius. So we've got custom block. This is a constructor. I think you all know what a constructor is. So then we've got cross blocks. This class, so function creates a block immediately spawns the armor stand. So we need the location where the placer or the player who placed it, and the tag for that armor stand, and then custom model data and show name. Then we've got here a spawn armor stand. This is a helper function. This so just a get set function. This thing checks if it's a custom block. So if we are checking for custom blocks in an area, we can use this function. Like I said, a bunch of these is still all beta stuff. I don't know which for them to use. But you've got register block, and then you can necessarily register your blocks, basically like a get set stuff. Also got block menus, but there's not a file. I'm probably going to rework all of this. As you can see, there's not a lot. And then we've got block menu. Yeah. Anyway, so this is what I have so far, and we'll see how far we go today. Enderman, how dare you steal my stuff? How dare you? Yeah, oh, and this is all run inside of IntelliJ, so it makes everything way easier. How you do that is you just use the ID Genepalia run paper. If you want, I can make a tutorial on this. It kind of was a hassle without ChatGPT. I had a big problem with getting this to work. But yeah, so let's continue. Anyway, so I'm going to start off by creating, or how do I do this the best? This is hard. This is very hard. This is very hard. Let's see. Okay, because my problem I'm facing, right, is how do I make this easy and dynamic to do without having or making creating problems for myself? Because my current issue is that if I were to create a map or a two-dimensional array, right? Let me open my good old Paint. If it loads, yeah. My preferable photo editing tool. So let's say I create a UI map, right? And I set this to be a two-dimensional array, right? So we've got a 9 by 9 area, so we've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 9 by 9. My worry is that how do I distinguish it? So do I like create a character like when you're crafting? But my problem is that if I were to do this approach, right? For example, for the big chests, you know. So I go to the chest, and I have a chest like this or this. If I have a chest like this, it's got 3 by 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, so 27 rows. And then I have to have 27 this long, and this is going to get annoying very quickly. Do you get what I mean? So that's what my concern is at the moment. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. What I do need though is a way to get this better in a sense. Close that for now. How can I make this more efficient? If you guys get what I mean. So, oh, this is hard. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? This is hard. Okay. So yeah. My worry is that it's going to get too tedious. Because if you go, for example, here, you got 54. 2, 4, 6 by 9. You've got 54. Or 58, I don't know. 54, 58. Where's my calculator? What's the calculator? Ah, okay, so it has 50. It's 54. It's 54. And to do this 54 times, so I have to have 6 going down and I have to have a 9 going that way. It's very tedious, if that makes sense. Or maybe when I run the function, so if I run the func create, if I do maybe create UI, whatever, and then it automatically fills everything. So I say, so it fills everything. Can't spell. And then you can like say, for example, I don't know, and I can say for like UI dot set, and then I can do maybe like the slot, so maybe like slot 13. And then you say button, so UI dot button, and the button, or you do like, yeah, I like that idea, because then we automatically fill everything up, so we can customize. So I can say like new, because new UI dot button, and then the constructor, it needs a range. Yeah, so it needs a range. So for example, from 13 to 14. These two are button now. We can have a item, so new button, and then slot 13 to 14. Yeah, so that makes more sense, because then you don't need to have or recreate, put everything up once and then have to say exactly where empty UI is, because my idea is that I just create an item or paper with custom model ID and then just clone this area over here and fill it in, if that makes sense. What do you think? What do you guys think is more better? The one with the array or the one with the classes now? Well, we'll see. Yeah, because I like that. Because then you have an easier UI interface. I like it. But an easier UI interface. And yeah, it's better in my view or essence. So how would I do that now? First, let me completely remove the entire UI block menus. Let me just, what does this do? Block menu, import menu, bucket create item filler, item block menu registry, menu map. Where does this create it? I don't like this. I have no idea. This is long ago. Registry. Delete anyway. Delete. Okay. For uses. Where? Custom block. Registry block. Where? Oh, there. Yeah, no, I'm to remove this. This is also not good. Do I have it here somewhere? I've no idea why the text is red. It's not an error, I think. Because I can still run everything, compile everything. Can I delete you now? Delete anyway, I don't really care. Registered block. There we go. There's our problem. Menu away, and then we do that also away. And we also do that away. And we are done. Oh, where's the error? So to fix the constructor. And yeah, this is running now. So now in the blocks menu, to remove that, we create a new class and we call this UI. Add. Oh, that's because they're not added to Git. That's why they're not red. Okay, that makes sense. Let me refactor this. Refactor. Shift F6. So let's say block UI. Let me just do UI. At the moment, I don't know where I'm supposed, what I'm to put in here. So for now, I'm just going to say new class public UI. For now, because I know we'll need a constructor. If I think about this again, we need to UI. So if you have a create UI, it's not the project public void create UI, and this needs this will need a, I'll just say a int. This integer says UI size and a string, and we just say this UI name, and I think that's this for now. And then I'm going to do inventory inf equals bucket dot create inventory. So we can say I don't want the owner size. Oh, that's a good point. Let's say UI size, and then finally let's say component dot text, and then say UI name, and boom, we're done. So now I've created the UI. I need here, I need a int size and a, ooh, do I actually need this? It makes more sense putting it like this when I instantiate it and just leaving this out. Then I'm just going to need a int UI size and a string UI name. Because when you instantiate the UI class, you automatically create the UI. And then I just do here. Oh yeah. And then I create a new package and call it UI components. If that makes sense. What do you guys think? We'll create a, yeah, I like that idea actually. So I go to the UI and I go, yeah, and then I do a simple public void set. Oh, I don't like the set too much, because if I just set or set UI, or maybe like set UI item, or set elements, like set element, and this takes int the I and UI component. I like that. Yeah, that makes, yeah, it's a bit easier. So I'm saying set element, and then delete the int, delete a how do I call this? What do I call the slot ID or slot ID or number? No. Number. Let me do slot number. And then for the set, I also need a, yeah, I'm to create a new Java class and call it UI component. Add, and then we just do an abstract class, and I just do here a UI component, and then we just say UIC. Because now when I set slot number, the UI component just reference, or like for a button, I just reference UI component. And then I say item stack, if I can type, item equals new item stack. And let's say, oh, I need a material, so let's say here, so we say a public material, we'll call this item material, and then just say UIC dot item material. Also need to have a string, so we say public string item name. So we say here item meta equals item dot get item meta, and then I'm going to say meta dot set display name. And let's say component dot text, and then let's say here UIC dot name. Perfect. And then I'm to say here finally. Oh wait, this is problematic because I need to make the inventory public, or public scope. And then we just do that, and then we just do that, and then we do inf dot set item, and then we do item, and then slot number. Oh wait, the wrong way around. So slot number and item. So now when I say set element, it says slot number, and the UI component is basically just set the stuff. So now in the UI component, right, we're going to have create an enum, right? Oh wait, let me rethink this a bit. I feel like I'm rushing it. I feel like I'm rushing this. So, something to say, let's say a public UI, public UI equals new. Why did I do it there? Let me, oh, hold on. Let me just do it actually. IntelliJ. Hello. Thank you. How would I? How do I do this? Yeah. Wait, let me quickly create a empty new file. Let's say test.txt. Oh. Let me rename txt so IntelliJ knows. So we need to like have a public UI equals new UI. And in that UI class, I'm to have a UI size and UI name. So and then to have a UI size, so say as 27, and the name is going to be test. And then I'm to say UI.setElement. Okay, wait. So I first need to create the function because after it's called, right? So after the inventory is created, I need to create a new function, right? So a private fill inf, and that's basically it. Fill in. Where is it? Private void. Fill inf, and then I'm to say for I in. Oh wait. Actually, create a not a Python for loop. So for int I equals 0. I is less than UI size, so UI inf dot get size I plus plus in if I can type it will work. So yeah, so we'll just get the inventory size and we'll loop that over, and then let's create a new blank. Where do we do that here? So say that I'm just going to copy this code over here, Control C, Control V, and then we'll say here material dot paper. There we go. And then to say here no, I don't want a name, doesn't work. Oh no man. And slot number is an item, and then to also say here data dot set custom model data. And now here, right, paper, I'm going to copy this to do there, and then I'm going to do that 1 2 3 for now. I'm going to just do 1 and then 1 1 2 1 3. So 0 means everything that is in UI and 1 means UI. How do I add comments? Oh, to add comments in JSON file. Let's see, how do I add comments in a JSON file? I have no idea how you do that. Yeah, no, this isn't loading. What does free code can say? Ah, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. So I just do this, then this is UI related store. It doesn't seem to work. Let me just do this, and then we just do. Ah, that's gonna give me an error. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that, and I save myself the hassle of doing this. Okay, back in here, right? So I'm going to say to go here, right? Then I'm going to say a UI, right? Custom imported UI, custom. Just do UI underscore blank or full. Let me do blank. Let me just leave it blank. So one, I'm just copy this binary basically, and then I'm just going to paste it in there, and that does it. Now so you just say here to say fill inf. So now when this is called, right, it's going to fill the inventory just like that, and then it's going to put it full of paper with the UI. Now I just need to add a, where is my properties? No, not builder Gradle, settings not Gradle, no. Where's the config.yml? Resources. Plugin.yml. There we go. And then I say commands, and then I say test UI. Test UI, and then what do I do? Paper MC. Let me see, how do I do commands? Command API, there we go. Introduction. Guide, the tree command. Okay, future pages, additional support. My word. Command trees. Generic command. Oh, you can tree it. I just want the basic commands. Registration, there we go. Custom bootstrap context. No man. Oh. Let me ChatGPT because I can't remember everything. Let me not spill my ChatGPT history. So I'm just going to say chatgpt.com and just say, how do I create a command in paper/speakgot? Let's see. It's loading. Okay, as the name version, as it's command and hello and description, usage and permission. Okay, let's see. Back to there, so it's hello, and then it's description. This is a test. This is usage. /TUI and the permission. I'm going to leave the permission for now, and then implement command execute. So let me just do like that. A get command, and that's how I do that. Okay, so now I'm to create a Staycraft new Java class test command. There we go. To say test run. Okay, I will quickly get some food and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I need to import a bunch of stuff. Let me just do that. And then implement methods and okay, and then what did ChatGPT say? On command, so you create on command, but this already happens, and I need to return true. True. And to say if sender is in instance of layer, then I am going to say, we'll first create a new variable to say public UI equals new UI, and there I'm going to say then I've forgotten my word, I probably have Alzheimer's. I need the UI size, the UI name, let's say 27, so 27, and the UI size, the name is test, smiley face. So if instance I'm just say then UI dot, oh wait, so we're gonna say sender dot get player dot open inventory UI. Why does this not work? Dot in, is my inventory not public? Public dot in inventory. There we go. UI dot inventory, and then else bucket dot get logger dot warning only in-game players can run this command. Rightio. Is that it? No, so maybe I need to... Why does this not work? Test. It's test command. Test command, there we go. Right, so now if I go back to my main class or statecraft basically, now I need to register this. How do I register? Get for Alzheimer's. This get command that should execute. Let me just say doobie-dabba-doobie-dabba. We go back to my IntelliJ and then we go say here. There we go and say public void register commands, and then I'm going to do that there, and that there, and to say hello, say TUI. Where's my statecraft? There we go. TUI, and set new test command. And I'm just going to say here register commands. And then I'm to run this. And now it's going to compile everything. And hopefully it works. I can to go back into the Minecraft. I'm going to logged out. And now when I slash TUI, it doesn't work. Why not? Did I not compile it? Why do you not work? Does it stop now? Gradle, run server, build. Let me build. Finish build, and then let me run server. Error. Oh, there's a command. Statecraft Java 29. Where is my error? Cannot invoke set executor because return of type service get command string is null. What? 15 register. Oh, that's where it got it. So. If command does equals no command equals get plugin equals this. That's annoying. Let me see what ChatGPT says, because I have no idea what this means. It means that the get command is returning normal sharply when make sure you declare an example, hello, description, say hello, usage / command, and mismatch. It might be that actually, so if I go my plugin on YML. Oh, that's why, so I have to just do this. And then that there. And actually don't need this. That's fun. So now when I rebuild this. Let's see if it works, if it get an error this time. Yay, I don't get an error this time, that's good, so I can go back to my local host. Now I say TU, there we go, and there we go, perfect. So now this works, so I've got a full page, and each one of these, let me actually get this working right now. So if I go, so I'm going to add another, because I've got a resource pack in here, right? And, yeah. So if I go to my assets folder, and Minecraft, and my textures in my UI, let me go to paint.net, right? Imagine this. I'm open Blockbench. No, not really. What I actually want to do, I want to move this to my second monitor. Open the Minecraft, then I'm going to say pick a color. I can't. I can't do that. That's depressing. Okay. Create a file new. It's 32 by 32. Let's do 32 by 32. Okay. Now I'm going to somehow figure out how do I get the gray of the. No, wait, I can't speak. How do I get the gray? I'm going to go to pause before I open something I don't want everyone to see. That's fine. We're going all the way down, and I go to, I don't know, let's do brewing stand, and we go to paint. We put this in there, open. Now I can click on the gray there, right? And I can go, wait, oh my word. Click on the gray there, and then I can go on the fill and fill it to that gray. And now, wait, if I were to do this, right? Or I can just do this. I cut from there, no, I cut from there all the way to there. I copy that, and I go, and I paste this. X, and I go V. This is how it's going to look. So let me do image resize. To do 16 by 16 now. Okay. Expand canvas. Right, and now this is the darker side. This is the. So now I'm just going to copy that color. I paint this now in. Let me do hardness, and let me do like a 8. I fill this now in, and I save this. Not there, but here. Where's my? There we go. And I copy textures UI, and I copy this, and then I go over here. And I go, and I'm just call this blank .png. Just click save, press OK. Hopefully now, when I go back to the thing here, it's already in there because the imported UI is already there. So basically, if I go back into Minecraft and I do, where's my empty stacker? Let me get empty stacker back, and I'm just say it's 1 1. And I do V. It gives me that because I haven't saved it. Current, it's paper. Don't get why you're not working. So it is custom UI blank. Textures UI importer block. Where did I save this? Custom, oh wait, UI, importer UI. Where did I save this? Where did I save it? Wait, what? I said Minecraft, textures, UI, imports, block, custom. Where the hell did I save it? Textures, UI, let me just save it again, I guess. No, it's... Oh, because bloody thing didn't update it. That's why, save. Okay. And then I have to go to now I've got the blank. I have to rename this though. Let's rename. UI underscore blank. There we go, because the paper wants UI underscore blank. And this is importer underscore UI. I'm just going to ship. Where did I do custom? Where the hell did I do this? Fonts, no, Atlas is blocks. Source, UI, emerald paper. UI, importer UI. Parent, let me just copy and then we go right here. Paste. We do, there we go, and then we do UI underscore blank. Oh, hello Poggy. Sorry, didn't notice you. How are you? How are you today, Poggy? How are you? Sorry, I didn't notice you on my chat. I need to look at the chat and to get used to that. How are you doing? Anyway, so let's see. Why does my UI not want to work? UI underscore blank, UI underscore blank, UI underscore blank, and textures UI underscore blank. That's good. Importer, textures UI importer. We'll go back in here and I do the TUI. It's still paper. And if I give myself that, it still gives me the wrong thing. Why though? Wow, that's a good question. We'll just leave this for now. We've got 1011. This does not make sense. Why? Item custom UI blank. Doesn't make sense. Why do you not want to work? We just follow this. So when I create a paper, it goes, looks for the custom model data 101011. Let me copy this. Right, and to go back to Minecraft and change this to this. Gives me the big import. So should item custom UI blank. So we go to item custom. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Item custom UI blank. Importer, copy, right click, paste. So this is the UI underscore blank. So we do UI underscore blank and the pot parent. I hope so. Copy and I have to paste that there. And then guess what? Look with texture size, elements, north, UV, scale. Let me just do 1, 1. And 1, and now when I go back to the paper and I go custom UI blank, it goes to there, importer. I have to rename this, so I have to say UI underscore blank. I go back to the paper and I go to let me just copy this name and rename this. Why are you not referring me? Oh my word. And I go to... There we go. Finally it refers me. And now if I go to UI blank. Okay, perfect. So now if I do function F3 and T. Ah, it works. It's just the oh my word. It fills 4 by 4. I see. To be the scale. I mean, have to change the scale. So UI blank. To change this to 0.5, 0.5, and let's leave it at 1. Translation. Let me just put 0 and 0 there. Perfect. And then to go back to. Let me first reload my thing. Reloading resource packs. I don't have it. And my paper also. Okay, that's better. So it's the color is too dark. I need to change the color. Is it the right color though? That's the problem. Let me do color picker there. And let me do the paintbrush. It's the same color. I don't understand why it's darker. It makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. So what I'm going to do. Ooh, this is hard. What do you think, Poggy? What should I do? Ooh, this is difficult for me. What I'm to do now. Maybe. Oh, this. What should I do? Translation. It's 0, 0, 0. So the corner there. When we move it 0.5 in that direction, so in the X, and 0.5 in the Y direction. So if I F3 and T, oh, where to go? F3 and T. So that goes more up. So I have to go into negative. So let me do negative 1.5 and negative 1.5. And if we go back to the game and do F3 and T. Okay, I need to go down, so I need to do maybe 3.5. F3 and T. Ooh, 3.5 was actually not too bad. That's not too bad. I'm going to make this way lighter. 3.5. Let me do 3.6 maybe. And let me change this to 2. If I do now, F3 and T, F3 and T. Oh my word! So now, ooh, this is better. I'm happy. So let me do 3 there. Let me do 8 there. So F3 and T. And then I'm going to see. Oh, it's close. It's close. Let me do 4 and also 8. F3 and T. And we'll see. It's still not a line. All close. I can't really zoom in. Still have to go by that side a bit. So let me go there to the X. Let me do 0.9 if it goes over. And negative 4. It's fine. I'm happy with that. F3 and T. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. Because now if I do the TUI, it's still the same because I think I misused or I like that. But I might have to make it a bit bigger. So the scale to do 0.8 maybe and 0.8. So I have to go back and have to do F3 and T. Ooh, it's a bit bigger, but I think it's too big now. Yeah, it's a bit too big. So 0.8, 0.5, 0.6. We do 0.6 and 0.6. And we do F3 and T. Because I have to be able to do this. And yeah, that might work. Oh no, I don't like that. 0.5 works. Let me do 0.55. So do 0.55. And let me do here again. So F3 and T. And then we'll see. Do that again. There we go. It's go a bit more to the right. So I have to do. We do 4.2. Let me do F3 and T. TOI. Okay, that's good enough for now. It's be way lighter though. Maybe just make it white. I guess. So let me just make it white and save it. Do F3 and T. Not updated. That's fine. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now I just need to get this model data back into the plugin. Where's the UI? What do you take? Set custom. Set the custom model data. Custom model data integer that maybe is nullable integer. Okay, we need integer. Okay, that's perfect. So now if I rerun this, let's see. Let's see. Time is reset. Perfect. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, and what? Oh, that's fun. That's fun. What? What? Oh, so it's the light. So if I face towards, where's the sun? It's directly above me. So if I face directly above it, or so if it goes beneath it, it catches the light. That's interesting. So should UI. Nothing happens. Why does nothing happen? What? For help, world. Oh, because it doesn't refill the thing every single time. Does it though? Let me bold again. So if I do double click bold, started in 1.4, bold successful, and then we say where is the run server? Then compile up to date is going to restart the server. Let's see what happens. Okay, perfect. Oh, no. Oh, no, wait. What's this? Oh, no. Come on. The process connects to the file because another process locked the partition of the file. What? Done. Oh. Can I join the server now? Nothing changed, I assume. UI. Nothing changed. Run server. Doesn't work. Stop. And stop. And then run server. Executing run server. Come on, let's load, please. Timings reset. There we go. Oh, move my OBS. And I back to server and let's start. Let's see. UI. Nothing changed. Why does it not change? Interesting, interesting. I'm not raging. Set element no. Fill inventory. Custom model data. let me say then. What if I do F3 and I? F3 and I. F3 and T. Oh no, that's F3 and H. Oh, there we go. F3 and H shown. That's not what I needed, man. Let me grab that paper. You say slash data get entity at e type equals item, comma distance equals under 2 blocks, and comma sort equals nearest, and comma limit equals 1. We do 5 blocks. Paper bucket update level 2 item on ground UID doesn't have a custom model data. Paper origin world rotation health fire. We'll do most portal cooldown rotation motion full distance will UID least. There's no what? What do you mean? So now if I do slash data modify entity, let me do this, data modify merge entity at S custom, let me get my empty stacker back up, empty stacker, and we just do copy that so I don't do any nonsense. So if I put that there and I do and now do I have a custom model data? No, I don't. Interesting. Because now let me check this paper. Looks so ridiculous. Yeah, it has custom model data tag. So it has item, because if I go back here, I'm going to go to item. So I have to go, so inside I have to do item, colon, I have to do in here ID, comma tag, so item, and in that we have to do tag, colon, and then I can do that. So I have to add 2 more, boop boop. So if I put that there and do this now, you see that works. Okay, that's interesting. So it doesn't add, why does it not add the custom model data? Item.set custom model data. Why do you not set the custom model data? It is integer. Integer 101 011. MDC CMD equals CMD. What? Makes no sense. My word. Go to CMD now, custom model data, and let me build the compile, build successful, and let me Staycraft run server. So let me stop that. No. In Staycraft run server. Loading server properties, server ping, recommend using thing. Hello world. Okay, so the plugin runs fine. And time is reset. So now if I do /TUI, it still doesn't work. What do you mean? Fill inventory. Meta.set custom model data. Paper. Wait, can I even set the name? Let me set the name to hi. Let me rerun this. If it, I don't know fully know if it's updated or if I need to build it. Let's see. What does this say? Ah. Oh, no. Let's see, is it done loading it? Preparing. Timings reset. Timings reset. Been quiet. Back to the server. Let's see. GUI. Paper. Okay, so nothing happens. Oh, okay. So it does do, so if I do TUI, it does say test, but it doesn't update it. Let me do this for temporary public void fill inventory. If I go back to the test command and I say, and then I do, hello. Gobers, how are you doing? Oh, set meta. Ah, okay, thank you so much. Set meta. I should have set mets or set meta. Because my problem is my model data isn't updating. Set item meta dot display name. What do you think I should do? Gobers, how are you doing anyway? By the way, not anyway. By the way. Item dot set meta. What should I do? That's a good question. Gobers, where do you want me to use the item.set meta actually? Where would this work? Because at the moment the fill inventory is run when I create the constructor. In the sense of, and the item dot. Okay, that makes sense. My word. So I say item dot set item meta. Oh, yeah, okay, my dumb mistake. Thank you so much. You want it, because, yeah, do you want it like this? Do you want it like this, Gobers? Set meters, meter, yeah. Let's see what happens. Come on, let's load it. How are you doing, Gobers, today? What you up today? Okay, let's see if it runs. Cause then, guess what? Let's see. To you. Yeah, okay, that's cool, that's good. Thank you so much, because now I can continue working on the UI engine. So the idea is I just want to get the thing working, because apparently, I don't know why the colors are dark. How well do you know to work with resource packs? Because I don't know why the color so dark is. Why is it so dark, actually? Because I'm not, it might be this color, I don't know. Well, this is blank. That makes sense now, that makes sense. Because, you know why, Gobers? Why is it the darkest? Because it's not the same thing as UI blank, and that one's dark, this one's just blank. So if I remove that, right, and I do rename, and I name this to UI_blank, my resource pack, and now if I go back and I do /F3&T, and now if I do TUI, it's lighter but not light enough, it's white now. it's lighter. Hi. Okay. Anyways, what should I do actually? Because the color doesn't work that well. Let me first realign it though. I'm not happy with the realignment. Move it to the left, so negative. Let me do 4. Let me do 5 actually, and a bit down, like 0.3 maybe, or 4 I guess. And let's do F3 and T, and then we do TUI. What do you think? Should I move it? What should I move it? Should I scale a bit more up? Let me move it a pixel because it needs a pixel more to the left, actually. So just do P6. What do you think, Gobers? What do you think? What we should do, Gobers? I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Correct me if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Let's see. So if we do F3 and T, right? And we go back in. Let's see, it's loading. Let's see. If I go back in. Yeah, now I like that. That fits perfectly. So if I now do TUI. There we go. Finally. Got a blank UI. Now that's pretty cool, I think. Now this is cool. Ooh, I like that. Now this is bloody cool. Oh, it fits perfectly. Now we just need to get the color right. Why is the color not right though? Let me go back to my UI actually. So UI underscore blank. I don't want it in my photo editor. Let me open it again. And let's say, so go view, open, show more options, open with. No, where's open with? Am I blind or what? Let me open paint.net. My go-to, I love this program. This is my absolute favorite photo editing program, paint.net. Let me put you there on the second monitor for now, and we drag you over. Open. Oh, whoops. Let me go back inside. Let's make it pure white. It's pure white. Why are you then? Let's switch. Let me go with, because I've got the UI. I extracted it from the. I extracted it from the Minecraft thing, from the Minecraft jar. I extracted that. Now I've got this. Let's see what happens if I make it the gray. Okay, let me save that. Now I have to go back into Minecraft. My word, my mouse can't work. And let me do F3 and T. And then it's darker. Why is it darker? Make it white again. Why is it darker? So, what do you guys think? Do you know why it's darker than the actual thing? But in Paint.net, it's actually just white. Does anyone know how to work with resource packs? And hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Everyone is joining right now. I'm seeing my view counter. It's fun. So yeah. Do you guys want to my word, I can't speak. Explanation of what we're doing, of what I'm doing. Finally got the lined. I'm trying to work on a economy plugin, or yeah, a plugin that's more advanced, so you can like create companies and do import exports with custom stuff. I've created a boat. I'm not a artist whatsoever, but I'm kind of happy with this for now. It's temp data. And I've also managed to find a system to create custom blocks with the UI, or had UI interactions. Today we're doing today I'm doing the UI for the plugin. So, and the idea behind that is to make a plugin system, or not plugin, a UI system. I can't speak. A plugin system, and with that plugin system, that UI system, my word. With that UI system, we can create more intuitive or more advanced UIs using a resource pack. Resource pack, and the plugin is called Statecraft. So using a resource pack with the thing. And at the moment, I'm working on this here. So the actual UI, I'm just got a command. My only problem at the moment is that when I do this, this is pure white. So if I go into my paint.net, it's pure white. If I go open the Minecraft UI, if I do this and I copy this, right, and I go back to the paint, you see, and I save it now. If I go back here and I do F3 and T, that's the combination to reload everything, right? And I go back inside, so I just do TUI, it's darker, or it stays the same basically. So that's what I'm currently working on. I don't know if it's to do with the lighting or not, because if I give myself /give @s paper with custom model data 1010111. No, what? I've got an MC Stacker somewhere open here. There we go, and we just do. No, oh my word, come on. Copy that, go back into Minecraft, and then to do. What? TUI. I get. Yeah, then I get this paper. Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Rot. Mine would be actually thing. Thank you for noticing. Let's see. If that works, I'll be super happy, because then it saves me a bunch of time. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. But thank you so much, Gobers. So let's do TUI test. Yeah, my worry was this, but yeah, thank you for the idea though, because now it's moved. So 0 is not. I had it 180. So if I had it in the y-axis 180, because it's 3T. Let's see if it works again. So /TUI, it's back. So the rotation was a good idea. It was a very good idea. Thank you, Gobis, for that. But it doesn't work in the sense, I don't know. I'm not a thing expert. The translation, the scale also fits. Do you think the UV could be a problem? Do you think the UV could be a problem actually, and not the, or whatever the else is? Let me test something. I think it might be the UV, but I really don't think so. What do you think, Gobers? What do you think of the idea of the UV? F3 and T. Then I'll do TUI. Nothing really changes. And this is, let me change it back to pure white. If that, so I can save that. Let me do this again, F3 and T. And let's see if it loads. TUI. That was annoying. Or do you think, does it look bad if you have it a bit darker? Does this look bad if you have it a bit darker? I don't know. Can't make my mind up. Does this look bad if you got a bit darker, or do we leave it like this? Do we leave it like this, or do we have it a bit darker? What do you think, Gobus? Or whoever's watching? What do you think? Should we have it darker, or should we continue working on this? Because then we can start working on the button system, which I'm kind of excited about. Yeah, I don't know. So the UV did not anything. We reversed it in case I break something maybe later on. Do you know what this means? From and to. I have no idea what that means. Maybe actually, maybe we could. I don't know. What does this do actually? I've got this. So let's see. Should we leave it at that? Should we leave it like this? That's my question. Should we leave it like this, darker? Because remember, it will be run. So right-click this block. It should be run. Let me actually do that quickly. So let me go back to the. Let me go back here. Where's my register block? No. Block listener. Let me create a new UI handler. I'm going to create a new UI. So UI equals new UI, and in the UI, so the UI class, I'm going to set him to have 27. And the name is going to be importer. The importer block to import stuff. Alt enter. It have to be a string and not just a whatever it is. And then we do that there. So we put importer, and then we do UI dot let me just do oh wait, in the UI class, where's the UI class, I can say here a public void open UI. No, what I can't type. Open UI. There we go. And then here I can say layer. Alt enter. Import class. And then I can say layer dot open inventory inv. Then I can up here I go to not block listener. Where's my test command? And then I do just do UI dot open UI, and I do sender dot get layer. No, that's the wrong one. Where's the player actually? Label. It's fine for now. It works, I guess. Okay, so that happy and IntelliJ happy. Open UI, and then we do event dot get player. And now if I rerun this, right? Let's see. Do I get an error? How's you guys' day been so far? Any improvements I could do on my stream? Because I'm new on YouTube, new in streaming in general. I've done this before, tried it before on Twitch, did not work. Well, let's see. Time is reset, so it means it's done. My local host. And now, if I right click here, it opens. Okay, so the UI works. Though my question is, should we keep it as dark as this, or should we keep it a bit up? Because if I I don't know, what should I focus on for today's stream, or should we break it up in multiple streams? Up, down, northwest, texture, #00, particle, elements. What do you guys think we should do? I've no clue actually, because I'm not that developed into resource packs. Because I copied this, because what I actually do have is I tried the UI many times before. What I can do, I can paste the command, and I can do here. It's 1011. No, what? What's the custom model data numbers? Paper custom model data is 1010. Let me copy that. Actually, go that side and then we paste that in there. And okay, we've got that. Because what I've tried before is doing 03 is doing that. It's creating a big page like this with all the stuff in it, but as you know, it's also dark. Okay, so it's not really reliant on the texture, because I noticed there's also dark now. It's darker. Can it lay on the shading maybe? What do you guys think? Might be a lay on the shading, right? Robus, what do you think? Can it be on the shading, or on the UV? What does UV actually stand for? A good question. What does UV mean in 3D? 3D graphics. Two-dimensional UV. Oh, that thing. Okay. So it can't be the UV. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, can't be the UV mapping, or can't be UV. Display, translation, scale, rotation. Oh, I see what you mean. I misread your message, Gabes. Let's do 180 there. I misread your message. And after F3 and T. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So if I do now, I don't just do this. Let me check that. It's still the same color. Okay, so I don't know what, because now see, it's the sun. Because look, it's like brighter now, and then it turns, it gets darker, and it gets brighter. You think it's just relies on Minecraft? I think it just be Minecraft being weird, if that makes sense. Let me revert this because this clearly. I think it just has to Minecraft. You just have to live with it. I think we just have to live with it. Yeah, I think we just have to live with it. I guess. Yeah, I guess we just have to live with it. Okay, guess that's that for the blank. Because my idea was, if we go back to the original Paint document from the beginning of the stream, so the idea is that you can set an element. So you set the integer and the location. So you create the UI, then you select, forget, blue maybe. So I say set. Let me go back to one set element, and then you set the slot, so the slot ID / number, right? And then you set this distance or the size, so we can have more dynamic buttons. My worry though is if I go back to because if you go back to UI, right, I've got a abstract class here. I've got an abstract class, and my test, so what set element, that's the class. You just delete that. Okay, so it's my abstract class, basically everything, or the UI component. So if I create a new Java class, let's say button, UI button, and add that to the Git and extends UI component, it will have material, the item material, and the name. Because the UI, as you can see here, where is it? Here, component.text. This is for the, so this is the basic. So the idea is that if you set something here, set element, right? You can set the element where you want it by doing UI component. My worry is that if I do it now, so if I go to the custom block.java, not my block listener, and I do UI.set element, and now I do, so the slot number, so 13 I think, and if I do now UI button, if that works, that'd be good. Ooh. No, but I want UI button. Button. Oh, why does this not work? Okay, I guess this doesn't work now. Maybe, no, but this is complicated now. Because maybe you can use the enum. How do they do it with the material? Actually, I'm curious. How do they do it with the material? Where is this? The UI component. Material. How do they do that? So it's a implements key translatable net query legacy private material. Okay, so I can have a bunch of other stuff. So I can have a bunch of. Okay, so the material.java, the enum, can have functions. That's good. That was my only worry. But where do they list all of the all of the names? Because get material, something like that. Match material. Oh want to see, where do they list all of... Where do they list all of the stuff? Material implements keyed. Material data, maybe that's the thing. Get data, no, not really. Material. And that goes back to there. Enum material implements keyed. Net keyed. Ooh, I don't know, I don't understand. Where do they list all of this? But it's good that you can have... I didn't know that you can have functions inside of a enum. Is empty. Void cave air. What is this? Ah, there we go. Skipped all of it, I guess. So you can have an ID and a directional. Or you can have an ID. That's very interesting. Let me just go very simple in the very beginning. Public material. Enum. So let me go for air. So it has this. Go for stone. The stone, case stone here. Where does this come from? This must be very tedious. Whoa. Private is block 0 switch. Paper end. Paper start. Cache is block. Acacia button. Where do I declare this? Oh, this is interesting. I don't really understand. How do they do that? Well, there's only one way to find out. To go close this. Let me just start experimenting. So, we need an item name and a material. Do you think an abstract class would make the most sense here? Because if it extends it, because how do I do this actually? Component. How do I do this? If anyone knows actually, because I don't know, because I want it to be dynamic, so I just have a single reference. Because my idea was I can use an abstract class maybe. But that doesn't seem to work. My Java might not be the best. Has a name. Okay, anyway, so it just says public void init. So you do that. There we go. Public void init. What song is this? Culture. Okay, public void init. So then we have to initialize. So first of all, I need the item. So I need to get the item. So the UIC. This is a problem actually. This is a problem. Because if I can't dynamically change it, I've got a problem. The reason is because I want this to be easy, because that if you have a big UI system, because I want this UI system to be a bit more complicated, or a bit more not complicated, more powerful or more accessible in the sense. How would I do that? That's a good question. Does anyone have any ideas actually? Because my worry is that if I were to do this, this is hard. What do you guys think actually? Gobers, I can't pronounce your name. My bad if I butcher your name. But how would you actually do this? Because my worry is that if I set it now, so if I go into IntelliJ, if I set this now as a UI component, and I say UIC as UI component shortened, my problem is that if I want to say UI button, so I want to reference this class, and it doesn't work, what would I actually do then? So what should I pass as a parameter in here? What should I... Because that's what my problem is right now. maybe, actually, maybe. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, let me just leave that for now. Let me create a button, a singular button. So what I'm going to do, to copy that, so I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to do that. Do Control C, to go there, and do Control V. Take that, and to take a corner, to go down there. So this is the bottom corner now. Control C, to go to them, to Control V. So, okay, I'm going to leave that problem for later me, and I'm just going to continue working on a button, so my brain doesn't fry. I want to special select. Okay, let me create a button. There we go. So that's fine, I guess. Let me do. That's difficult. You know what? I'm just going to be smart. I'm going to be big boy smart. Yeah, big boy smart. So let me go all the way back up again, and let me get this right. So to get the corner over here. And hello, everybody who just joined. How are you doing today? There we go, perfection. And then to go copy that corner. At the moment, I'm currently working on creating a custom UI system using plugins and resource packs. And at the moment, as you can see, I'm working in a resource pack. And I'm stealing Mojang's stuff. Please don't sue me, Mojang. So I'm going to go over there, right? I'm going to copy that. Just like that. And we're going to paste there. And then comes the most difficult part of it all. I'm going to go and get my paintbrush. I'm going to go get the color selector. I'm going to select that color. I'm going to take my paintbrush. I'm going to go. Let me do hardness 100. I don't like what you're doing. There we go. Want full colors. And then we just fill it in. Okay. So this is a single button. So like you can put anything on that single button. I'm just thinking right now. Is it smart what I'm doing? Actually, is it smart what I'm doing? Or am I being stupid? A big bum. Dum, I guess. A big bum, a dum. Okay, now we've got a single button. What do you guys think of that? The background needs to be white. So I'm going to put that on white here. And then I'm going to put it like that. Okay, I'm not the best pixel artist and this does not look symmetrical, I notice, but at the moment I don't really care. Okay, so I'm to save this. No. Oh my word, I messed up. File save as UI underscore button. UI underscore button. Press OK and back to this thing, and I'm to rename this again to UI underscore blank because I made a big mistake. I have to delete this now. So let's see if I go. Now if I go back to VS Code, right? And let's see here. So if I go to VS Code, and here, it's not working. Oh, where's my paper? There we go. And then I just copy this to there and to say UI button, and I say 101012. I forgot the comma because of course I forget it. And then I copy the UI blank and I go to custom and I go to paste and I rename this function F2, say UI underscore button. And then I'm going to just change this blank to button. And this blank to button, right? Button. And we save. And let's see what happens if I do reload the resource pack. Now if I give myself a one with a custom model of 10102, Let me remove the... Oh, perfect. That's cool. It works. Ooh, this looks a fun button. Except if I'm holding it. That doesn't look so fun. This is completely off scale, but that's fun, I guess. Does this look like a button, or should I make it transparent? Let me actually make it transparent and see what happens then. If we make it transparent, because it might look better actually, I'm thinking. We'll go back there and do F3 and T. And if I open the chest UI and I put this in there, does this work? Does this work? Does this look okay? Is this acceptable for now? I don't know. It might be actually. It might. Does this look acceptable? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Does this look acceptable? Because I don't know. Should I change the button maybe? Because it's so dark, so we need to think about that. If we remember of... Oh, then we broke this. Of course we broke that. It's good, I'm checking now. Why is it broken now? UI button, UI button. Why is it broken? UI blank, UI blank. Oh, that's why. F2. No, it can't be still. It's a space in it. And now if I go back to Minecraft and do function F2 and T, not F2 and T, F3 and T. Now do the TUI, that's better. Let me first get myself a button, and I do the TUI. Oh no. There, and I take a single button and I replace it there. I don't like that. Actually, I do not like that. I don't like that. Maybe we shouldn't go for the Minecraft style at all. I'm just going to take the white. I'm going to go for pure white. I'm going to set the paintbrush to a size of like 3 and just paint all over this. Make it all white. Right, and then I'm just going to say as a button, right, to take that and I'm going to put this in single, or let me do a pencil, and let me say the button goes like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. Actually, I'm going to be smart and use a circle tool because I can't draw circles per hand. Let's do a button. Let me do the button. Let me do the button. Why does it look skew? This looks weird actually. I don't like that. Why is it different? Wait, what? Why are you what? Paint.net, what are you? Oh, it's ellipses, that's why. It's ellipse. It's ellipse. Ellipses, it's not a circle. Yeah, it's ellipsal. Yeah, okay, I see how they're doing it. Okay, that's elliptical, it's not a circle. Wait, can I find a circle then? If I can't... Or, what I can do is this. No, not... oh, wait. It still looks bad in that low quality. If I do normal rectangle. Normal rectangle will work fine, I guess. Yeah, and then you can detect... Oh! That means I have to think of an algorithm, actually. Now that I think about it, go create a new... This, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, let's do 1 to 1920. Let's do 1920 by 1080, so I've got some space to draw. 1080. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm saying, like, imagine we've got our... let me just go back to my paintbrush. Imagine we've got our UI boxes here next to each other, right? Let's do a grid, right? There we go. And let's say I want to have a box. If I want to have a 2x2 box, I'm going to draw this in red. Make the paintbrush thicker. And let's say I want these two to be a button. Now, how do I check? How do I say, because I'm going to have to make 4 textures. So the first texture would be button 1, has no direction. Button 2 has a connection to there. Button 3 has a connection to there, so flip it. Button 4 has a connection to there, and button 5 has a connection to there. And then I can do button 6 has a connection to there and there, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Button 7 to there and there. Button 8 to there and there. Because now I've got 1, 2, 3, and then I need 4 and a connection to there and there. But I don't think I'm to do that side. I'm to do the only 2 buttons, the main size. I'm to need 5, 6 buttons because I have a button like this connecting to there and to there. I'm to need 7 buttons. Let's do that. So the rules are the button can only go in 4 directions. So it can only be 2-dimensional grid and only have 1 direction. And you can't have multiple directions. The button goes there. So for example, this would have to sample from the spectrum, have to go sample. Okay, so I need the button for that side. Where's that button? Here, so this is the button. Let me move this button over there, or this texture. Basically, we have to create a texture map and then go again with a bit, let me do a different other color, and take this button and go, we put this button over there. That's what the algorithm's supposed to do. I'm noticing at the moment. If that makes sense, right? So I don't know where, but for now, let's just leave it so I can just, before I create the algorithm, I'm thinking a bit far too ahead, I feel like. I just have to make this white. F3 and T, not F3 and T. F3 and T. F3 and T. Can I please reload the pack? Let's see. If I do /TUI. And I need a button. 102. I did not save this, right? Oh, I didn't save it, that's why. F3 and T. Okay, that changed now, I guess. And let me do /TUI. Yeah, I've got a button now. So that might actually work. But my problem at the moment is how can I make it easy to set where this is? Let me go back to the code and let's see what we can do. Or let me do a new Java class enum UI elements. How would I actually use the UI element thing? Let's do UI. How to use an enum in Java. Because I've not used Java in the latest. Show more day. Enum day. Oh, so that's how I do it. Constant. Enum switch statement. Adding fields. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Private final value, season, int value. Oh. Okay, that's cool. So I can have. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Converting string to enum. Value of summer. Okay, Okay, so it's not that hard. Let me just see. How did they do it here? Winter, spring, summer, fall. And the value is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me say. Blank has a value of 0. Enum seasons public, enum UI elements. Blank, there's a button. Button has a element of, what do you guys say? Let's say 1, right? Does this make sense? Or am I wasting my time? What do you guys think? Am I wasting my time or is this a stupid idea? And then button. Let's leave it for now like that. Why are you not working? Expected but blank. Winter fall. Adding fields and methods. Enums can have fields, constructors. Oh, that's cool. Season UI element. So, public UI elements. And the UI elements, we need a value, so we say int value. That seems to work. Okay, public. Why do you not want to work? You don't want to be public. And they say this dot value equals, let's say, what did they do there? This dot value public final int value. Private final but final int value. What? Private final int value, private final int value equals value. Okay, I don't know why there was an error. But let's see what happens. Do you guys think I'm being stupid? Or is this just me being delusional? Because I might actually be delusional. If you think about it. Season int value. This dot value equals value. So we've got the value now. So the UI elements is value, right? So we set the value to it. But now, problem arises. How do I make this dynamic? A constant. I guess I can say get value, so just return value. Let me just do that. Okay, I can have custom functions. That's cool. That's cool. Where should I use the values? So if I say UI elements, if I go back to UI elements, so I say UI elements dot button, right? Why are you not there? UI, and then they say not UI component but UI elements and UIC, I guess, UI component, and the UI elements implements UI component. Extends, and what does this now mean? You don't. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Because it needs now a name. It needs a name now. The UI name, material name. So the UIC needs a name, an item. How do I do that? That's a good question. Ooh, this is a good question. The button and I need a name. So, oh, my Java knowledge is not the best. Can I do a private final value? Oh, I can do public. I said public string name. What does this one? So it wants item material, item name. So then we say item, and then I say name. And keep the string big. And then we do public material there and there. So now you are satisfied. Actually did not know you can put variables inside the enum. That's new to me. Okay, so then we've got UI elements.int value. Let me not stop the switch. Get value, that's I'm probably going to use that. So now I need to add a switch statement. So when you say, how did they do it with the switch? Switch current day. So let's say switch UI elements. Case. Or public void set or set custom model data. Let's do that. I'm going to say switch, and I'm going to say switch UI elements. Oh, wait, I can say if value equals, and let's say if value equals 0, to say here, this is what I learned from Gobbers, to actually set the bloody set item with the meta dot set meta. I can't speak on my word. Dot set meta. So I'm just copy this, right? Go back to the UI elements, and I'll paste that in there. And then I'm just going to say item meta, get item meta. Just say empty this because I don't need that. And the custom model data for blank, right, is 101011. And then I need the item, so I need the private item stack item. So if I go back down here, so I say item and then I leave it. Set CMD data. And then just say here, just like set CMD data. Because I just set item meta, so we set the item. And the item, so I'm just first thing I'm going to say here, item dot set item meta is set my, how do I do it there? UI, don't want it there, so I'm going to say new item stack material.paper equals item equals new item stack material.paper, and the private value. Okay, so we've got the paper now. It's going to be set as a paper, and then we set CMD data. It's going to change it depending on which one we choose for now. So if I were to change this now, welcome everybody, welcome. It's currently it's currently 1 o'clock where I'm at, and yeah. So what I'm going to do now, does anyone want introduction? As I see my stream counter going up again. Welcome. Glad you are here. And so, is everything fine with the audio? Because I don't know, I can't check my audio at the moment. Please, advanced audio. I think that's fine. Is this better now with the audio? Because I think my mic might be clipping. Okay, I'm getting distracted, I guess. I think that's fine. Is everyone happy with that? Or is it too loud still? It might be still a bit too loud. Is this better? Because I see my OBS here is spiking. Is this fine? Can't see. I can't hear myself. Filters. No suppression. No, that's fine. Okay. Is that fine with this? Can you hear me? Is it fine? I could not check because I have to reset my OBS since it broke. So the alert box also. I don't know if the alert box works. But I am okay. So does anyone need an introduction for everything, or is it fine for now? Okay, so what I'm going to do now, right, is I'm working on a economy plugin where you can do import exports, and at the moment we're on the custom UI system using resource packs. And yeah, so this is what I'm currently working on. I'm currently working on the simple way of creating UI elements. So if u equal to 0, it's 1001, and then it's going to copy this, right? Do that, do that there. Then do that to 1, and then we change this to 2. So now if I go back in here on the block listener, so the button, and now if I rerun this, it should change it. Please. Please wait. So, how are you guys doing today? How are you doing today? What's the weather like at where you live at? Moment of truth? Nothing. Is this independent? That's a good question. Yeah, it's independent. That's good. Okay, so the set element does not work. That's a problem. That the set element doesn't work. So UI elements dot button. So if I go to the UI elements, so it's going to UI elements as a button, right? And then the value. What if I do block listen and then just do? Oh, that might be a good idea to fix that. Oh, there we got an error. No wonder. Block listener 47. That's my error. 31. What is there the error? Oh, that's good that I see this now. At con.base prediction argument guava jar item stack 86 at org solarco staycraft block menu UI set 31 item stack 47. Let me rerun this. Let's see what happens if I rerun this. Time it reset and let's join. And nothing. Did we get an error again? Yes, of course we did get an error. It's at 46. 31. Item stack. What's the error here? Material cannot be null. Item material. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Equals new item stack paper. Material dot paper. Paper. Get.getUp. Item material, and then instead of that, I'm just going to put here item material. It might be a bit abundant, but I think it's simpler to do that. Let's see if I recompile this. Let's see what happens. And do we get an error? Let's check. No, we don't. This is good. Back to server. And we still don't have anything here, so our UI didn't update. Block listener. So open UI. It might actually be smarter to do it there before I open the UI. So set U element item stack equals item material UIC equals UIC name. Oh, no wonder it doesn't work. Oh my word. So we set meta.set custom model data, and then we say UIC dot get custom model data UI elements UIC, and that's set custom model data, and let me say get custom model data, and back into here we say get custom model data, return int. Okay, yeah, that's smart. Okay, I'm being okay. So if value equals 1, to say return 101011. I think. Let me double check this with VS Code. And hello everybody, welcome. How are you doing? So if we go back to VS Code, right? Let's see. To go to UI blank or UI button. This is a resource pack. Everyone joining now. How are you doing today? Import a UI. Welcome. Where the hell is the paper? There we go. So it's 101. That I can't remember this. It's supposed to be. So that's for. Let's be 2. There we go. And then we just remove that, and then we do return that. Might this just be actually? Might this not just be the? Why do I need this for? Why is this giving me an error now? Public int. I'm returning this. Oh, and then return null if nothing happens. Okay, that makes sense. And I don't think I need the at nullable because it's never going to be unnullable. So if I go back to the UI, so now when I say set element, it's going to get the custom model data of the UI. Oh, finally, it's working. Let's see if it works, or did I make a big mistake? Come on, let's see. Oh, let's see. Come on, let's see. Okay, time is reset. I'm just blind. So, what do you guys think? Will it work? Oh, it's just not a waste of time. And it works. Okay, that's good. So it set the thing there. Now I just didn't get the model right. It's supposed to be this model. So if I go back to your elements and I say get data, get custom model data, and I go return 1011 if the value is 0. Or if the value is 1, that's which is used. So if value equals 1, return 101. Let me first check if this is the right custom model data before I do anything. Let me go back to my old MC Stacker friend. Here's my MC Stacker. Let me copy that and to go back and to go here and do. Takes a Control V and it's 101012. Yeah. So this is the correct data, but I guess it did not work. It didn't add the model data. Because it might actually be just because I didn't set it. Yeah, I didn't set it, so I didn't set the model data because I remember here I have to set item data. I have to copy that. Otherwise, it doesn't work. And this was the last time I had the same problem. It might just be that I forgot. So let's just rerun this, and yeah. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? What do you think we should do? Or what do you think of the current setup what I have? Right, so let's see. I'm gonna go back into my Minecraft and hopefully it works now. That'll be very cool. And finally it works. Okay, that's not very cool. That's not cool. So if you're wondering how I'm getting these items or these papers to look like this, it's because I'm using a resource pack. Use this resource pack with the Stakeoff plugin. That's what I'm using it for. So right now actually, we've got something very cool working. And now this is all for the same block, which is cool. It's independent for each type of block. So if I say, now I just want to have a click event for the UI. So I say, in the UI, right, I need to have now a on click event. Handle clicks in the GUI. That's what I need to do. So I'm to add another thing. So I say, public void on click inventory click event, and then so we'll say here, and this is now where it gets interesting. So I'm gonna say I want to check. So the first I say layer equals event dot get layer layer inventory click event dot get action get click get who clicked. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. Get who clicked. Okay, so now I'll know. I have to cast that. Okay, so now I need to think. Yeah, so first I need to say event dot set cancel to true. So now that nobody can change or edit anything, if that makes sense. So we say true, right? So we say true, right? And now when I rerun this, right, what's going to happen is that if I click on anything, it's going to cancel immediately, so you can't change the UI whatsoever. So you can't put stuff in, or you can't take the special items out, you know? I can show you if you want. So if I go now in, I can't. Oh, I can. That's weird. Oh, no wonder why. Because I haven't registered the event, that's why. No wonder why it doesn't work. Staycraft, register events, and then just copy this, paste this equals new UI, and Alt enter, and rerun. Oh wait. It needs the UI, but I don't like this. You know what I'm supposed to do? I'm to extract this. So what I'm to do, right? I'm to say UI components. I'm to drag the UI components. I'm to drag here. Blocks. So let me make a block menu. So I'm to make a new new Java class. I'm to say UI events implements event handler. Implement methods. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say UI events, right? Requires listener, and then I'm to say, I'm to copy, go back to the UI. I'm to copy this. Not copy. I'm to copy this like that. So I would have to at the top here. Class UI, and in the UI event I have to go like that, and then I'm to say at event handler implement methods. Am I doing stupid now? Hello everybody who's joining. How are you doing today? What's the weather like where you're at event handler? Let's see, why does it not work? I'm currently working on a paper on a plugin. Yeah, let me just remove that and it'll be fine. Yeah, I guess it works now. And then I just do block listener. What did I do at the top here? Events implements listener. Oh, not so implements listener. Okay, that's all I needed. So in Staycraft, and I just put here new implements listener. Okay, thank you, Gobus. Thank you so much. There, perfect. Thank you, Gobler. Oh my word, I can't pronounce your name. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name. And then to say UI events. Perfect. So now, if we see here, right? I will run this. Yes, hopefully see if it runs it. If it works, it'll be so cool. And welcome everybody. Welcome. So, how are you doing today? Not heard from you today. Now if I run and I click, yeah, it works. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Gobaz. Is that correctly? Am I pronouncing your name correctly, Goba? Am I pronouncing your name correctly, Gobaz? Or is it incorrect? Okay, so this is cool. Now we check. UI events. So now if event dot is right click get role slot. Oh, that's cool. Dot if event dot get role slot equals UI dot. Now this is where and if you think, let's say set element. This is dot get role slot equals dot get. I can't do get type, so get event dot get view. What does view do? What does view do? Gets the view object itself, returns inventory view. What's the inventory view? Represents a view linking two inventories in a single player whose inventory may not be one of the two. Note if you okay, so that's not it. So it's not get view. I want to get the item. So if I say let's say get item, get click inventory now, click get current item. What is that? Gets the items I currently click in the slot, returns. Okay, that's exactly what I want. Dot get item data equals dot get custom model data. If that equals to now this is I'll be cooking now with gas, as Unlimited likes to say. And I get no, that's the wrong one. Let me go back to the resource pack of VS Code, and if I get this right, and we go. And I go back in, alright, I go back into the main IntelliJ and paste this integer into here. Now I can check if the item that is clicked, and to get check if it's the custom model data matches this. Because all buttons are going to, or the current buttons are going to match this. I'm going to say event, I was going to say player.send message. You click dot on. Click the button. Now if this works, this would be revolutionary actually. This would be very revolutionary if this works. If you're running. Wonderful. Oops, don't mess up OBS. Okay, so I'm going to go back into my Minecraft and I'm going to join it. Oh, that's okay, this is so cool. That's so cool. This is so cool. And it works for all of, oh, that's so cool. My word, I'm so happy right now. Oh, this is so cool. And now, if I go back to the block thing, no, to the, where is it? Block listener, right? And I open this, I can just set another button. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's so cool. Wait, let me actually add a few more. So button, then we do at slot 10 and then slot 3 a button. And let's see. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my word, this took forever. Oops. If I click on here now. Button. Oh, that is fascinating. Oh, that is cool. Oh my word. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool. Now, how do I differentiate each button? That's a problem for later me. I'm so tired right now. Oh my word, this is so cool. So now I can set each button whatever I like. Oh, what? What was that? Why do I get this? Why did it give me this now? Cancels my inventory interactions. Oh my word. You clicked the... Okay, that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, I get it, I get it. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I get it now. Because I'm checking in, it doesn't matter which inventory I'm clicking. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's so weird, actually. But, not weird, that's just logical. Now, how do I do it? Oh, so the inventory click event. I also need the name. So I need... Not that, I need the UI. Where's the UI class? So set element or set void. Right, so let's see here. Hello. So I need... I see here, not go... okay, I need a new public void public class UI, public void. Let's see, what do we need? What do we need? Event. I need the name. So public, not void, yeah, void get name. Get UI name. There we go. And in the get UI name, oh my god, I can't speak. Get UI name to say return to say string, say return UI name. Return UI name. And then I can just say here private string UI name, just like that. And then here I'm just saying, instead of saying the UI name, where's this? I'm going to say UI name equals, no, this dot UI name, this dot UI name equals UI name. Perfect. And then I just say UI name. Or did I make a mistake now? And I say this dot. Let me do UI name C, so I know it's constructor, and then it's what UI name C. There we go. For C for constructor, and I'm getting confused. Okay, then in the get UI name, it just returns the UI name. And then in the UI events, I'm just saying, right, I'm just saying here in, then I'm just saying, if we're not the component.text event, and let's say UI.get name does not work. Public string UI get UI name. Oops. Copy that, and then in the bibbidi bay UI dot get UI name. What do you mean it exists? Static, I guess. Okay, get UI name, right? Dot. Now this is cool. I can say equals. I check with. I think that's better. And let me try. I don't know. Is equals better than the double equal sign? I think it is, because in my experience it works sometimes better when I'm working with strings. And we say event dot get. And now get view, I think. I'm looking at some documentation I found. Get view dot title. Does this work? Return. Where's the error? Cannot be net text. That means okay, text opponent. So it can't be that. Event equals. No, whoops, equals component.text. Oh wait, I can say not that. If UI.getName, if UI.name does not equal the same as event dot. Let me cut that out. So event.get title no dot get name no get view, I guess, inventory view dot get title. Yeah, and this seems to work. Okay, and then that's what IntelliJ wants. And this dot typo. And equals does it wants them too. Yo, okay, so this is now working, I think. Oh, what it just needs. Okay, so now, let's see. So if I run this now, do you guys think it would work? Because it might, why not? UI Java 34. Non-static variable UI name cannot be referred from a static content. Oh, I can't do that. We go back to UI events, it's still far. Oh. Non-static method get UI name cannot be referred in a static context. Let me just do that. And let me do that. Nope. Let me go back to the UI here, and we do static, and we do the name here, private static string, right? To save, and then to run the server. Oh, there's an error. Oh, no, I guess not. Timings reset. Yeah, I'm checking. No, we don't have an error. Wonderful. I'll go back to the server and we join. And now I should be able to clear my inventory. Why can I take... I need to fix that. But now this doesn't work. This is not good. I don't like that. Why does this not work now? UI events. Event.getTitle.return. I don't know. Get command UI. No, that's the wrong one. Inventory clicked. Custom block. No, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Registered block. No. Block listener. There we go. Importer. So UIC name C. That's the UI. There we go. And now, if I say open UI, so let's say that open our inventory. Get UI name. And this is set there. If I do that, maybe I can say here. Not there. Inventory click event. No. Block listener. There we go. And when I open this, I can say here. Maybe I can say layer. Oh, do we have an event? Yeah. Event dot get player dot send message. UI dot get UI name. And now let's see if I get an error, because it might give me an error. I don't think it will. Let's see, do we get an error? No, we didn't. That's good. It's empty, ignoring it. Permission at YML. Oh, I don't know if permission at YML. And then we've got snapshot and hello world. Okay, yeah. So it seems to be working. Go back to my Minecraft and I run it. Everything resets. Okay, that's good. So I can change that, but it says importer twice. So if I open it, it says importer. That's good. So the .get works. If I now wait, let me first test this. So it doesn't say. Let me say GUI. It doesn't say that because I still need to do that. And I go back to the test command and I say here. UI open UI. Let me just put this above there. There we go. Oh, let me say sender rename reference. That's let me say player equals player equals sender dot get player. Okay, so that works now. What do you guys think with this? And now I just say here, right? We say UI, or we say player dot send message, and then actually what I'm going to do now, right? In the player dot send message, I'm going to say UI dot get, where was it? Dot UI dot. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, it's because it's small. UI. That's referencing that, so that's referencing dot get class. That UI events? No, it's just the UI. String get UI name. We do that. We go back to the test command. Let me change that to dot get UI name. There we go. Okay, so I guess it just doesn't work sometimes. Doesn't give me an error. That's good. Let's see if we get an error, because I might have made something dumb. Right. And timings reset. And let's see. Why do I always get the paper? I want the paper. So can okay, I can click in my own UI, and I can still click in that UI, but I get the importer, TUI, and I still get importer. Why do I get importer? Okay, let me say, let me put a test, right? With TUI. Why do I get importer? I thought it's test. Oh, that's not good. Test, not. That's weird. Block listener. UI equals new UI. Test command. UI equals new UI. Test smiley face. What? This is not the best, I feel like. Okay, I don't see why this is not working. What do you guys know what it might be? What does the readme say? I'm not gonna get distracted now. It just says Staycraft. Okay, wonderful. What do you guys think? What might be the problem, or is this an error? Because with my logic, it should have worked, but it apparently doesn't. Because when I say get UI, it's referring to the UI class, but the UI class. Let me close all of this. Let me close all of the open things I have, so a bit more of a workspace and not get distracted all the time. So the test command, block listener, and the UI class. That's all I need at the moment. Because I've got the get UI name. Where's this used? That's a good question. UI events, it's used there to on the click. Okay. The title. This should have actually worked. Let's see. This is difficult. You know what I'm actually going to do now? I'm going to leave this problem for now, actually, because I think I'm overthinking it. And if I come back, let's see. Yeah, so I might have made. What do you guys think? If I stream tomorrow again, we continue working on the problem. Yeah, I don't want. What I can do maybe now, right? Is I could. What should we do now? Boat. Let's see. Let's see. I want to do some boat movement. So this boat's been sitting there all along. Let's do some boat movement. Because I think I'm going insane. So here, new package, and in the package I'm going to say entities, if I can, and then in that package just say boa, and then I'm to say new Java class. I'm just say bow. I'm just say boat movement, And then I'm going to go to the paper API, right? And the paper API, there we go. And the paper API, let's see. A player.teleport, if you want to see it, here is the paper API. View page. Look at entity.teleport location, async, loads chunks, teleport. Okay, that's important. I want to use async. Entity. Now, how do I use? What does an entity do? Display entities. Display. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Blocks. World.spawn. Translation left scale right rotation. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to leave the display entities for now. I'm going to go back to the teleportation. I'm just going to go and to copy this. Right, go back to here, and then I'm just going to say here public void move board forward. There we go. And then I say a float of none. To paste that in there now, to say copy, and to say no, it doesn't want to. Copied, paste. No, it doesn't want to. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to go here. This is the entity to teleport asynchronous, so location and entity. Okay, so we need a new entity and TT. Public entity and TT. There we go. Entity, why not working? And TT. There we go. Dot. And now I say teleport asynchronous, because this is better. Location. Wait, how do I change the motion? Ooh. How to change / modify the motion of an entity. In paper. It's an AI of Google configuration. Let's see. Move board forward. Entity dot set velocity. There we go. Set velocity. This new vector. Say 0. This, let's see. So we are facing towards positive z. Let's say just 0, 0, 0, 0.1. Move boat forward. In the test command, I'm just going to say not right now because I'm bored or brain has been fuzzled. Right, so then I'm just saying instead of play, I'm going to say boat movement, right? And then BM. And then, right, I'm to say boat movement equals oops, there we go. Boat movement equals new boat movement, and that's that. Let's say BM dot move boat forward 0.5. Wait. No, I want this search. What did I do now? Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to make this. Oh, don't change my OBS, please no. Right, then I'm going to. Oh wait, my bad. Rerun this. There's an error. I think. No, it's not. So now if I go back to the Minecraft, and I think that if I do now /TUI. Oh, this is not good. Let's go back to IntelliJ. Org entity set velocity. Org because this entity is null. Oh, I don't have an entity. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Public entity equals entity. Entity equals and how to find an entity in paper. Spigots. Okay, so find entity the UUID. Public certificate entity, no. Nearest entity type, player, tag. With a tag. There we go. Getting entity. There we go. Getting target entity. We go to spigetmc.org so I can see what they're doing. Let me first say here, because here's an honest then, let me say /data get entity. There. Does it have a tag? Paper spawn reason, death, bucket, generic speed. No, it doesn't have a tag. So let me say /tag add boat. Now if I do boat, okay, we've got tags now. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Let's get the tag. I'm looking through here through a form right now. Yeah, and it's a bit more complicated. Wiki index. What's the spigetmc wiki does? Spigot. This archive using Spiget's download developers. Making pull request plugin development. Creating how to use Kotlin. MySQL database enrichment plugin. Oh, I want to do that maybe. Plugin one more premium resource folders identifies using the event API dependency detection stress Spiget plugin development. No, this is not what I have. Define an entity with a tag. New entities. Getting empty data bucket for no, this bucket. Spiget entity. There we go. Let's see what does paper MC say. Boolean. Get location, get distance, get tag. You know what? I think I think it's going to be. I think we're gonna leave the move bird for now. It's been a lot of fun streaming with you guys today, and yeah, thank you for joining me all the way. It was fun talking to you guys, and yeah, I will be seeing you next time. I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. See you then.